Hey, how's it going everybody? I hope you're all good. My name is Peter, and today I'd like to talk about the recently revealed Metroid Dread, the next entry in the 2D Metroid series that's heading to Switch in October. This was by far the highlight of E3 2021 for me, and I'm really excited to talk about it. So, let's not waste any more time and get into it. The first thing that immediately stood out to me was how Mercury Steam were brought back on board for this game's development. For those of you who are unfamiliar, Mercury Steam is a Spanish developer known for their work on the Castlevania Lords of Shadow games, and were also brought on board by Nintendo to co-develop 2017's Metroid Samus Returns, a 3DS remake of Metroid 2 Return of Samus on the original Game Boy. This was after Metroid series producer Yoshio Sakamoto was left impressed by their work on a rejected prototype for a different Metroid project, with the belief that they understand what Metroid is all about. Personally for me, I thought Samus Returns was a fantastic reimagining of one of the Metroid series' earliest endeavours, and one of the best games you can find on the 3DS, so I was overjoyed to hear that they will be returning to develop the next 2D Metroid, as they, just like Sakamoto, have earned my trust and respect. It also feels surreal to know that the Dread name is actually being used in an official game, as this name has been rumoured for a very long time, with Sakamoto himself claiming that the idea has been constantly scrapped and restarted ever since the release of Fusion. We even got an Easter egg in Metroid Prime 3 Corruption teasing its existence way back in 2007, so it goes to show how long this project has been on Nintendo's mind. Sakamoto has even stated that his vision for continuing Samus' story has not only finally been realised, but surpassed, and I for one am really happy for him, as this is an idea that has pretty much been almost 2 whole decades in the making. To put that into perspective, I would have been a small toddler at the time. Not only that, but the timing of Dread's surprise reveal at E3 was ideal after the news of Metroid Prime 4's development restarting in 2019, leaving fans to once again be forced to wait even longer to see Samus in action yet again. It's not a surprise to hear people considering Dread to be the highlight of the show, as the fact that it will release this October means that we will have something to tide us over for what is arguably the more ambitious Metroid project on Switch, but certainly a pleasant appetizer for things to come. Plus, some fans probably prefer 2D Metroid over the 3D perspective of Prime, so it's nice to have both sides of the community catered to in the long run and on the same console. The game itself also looks like it will deliver on the quality we have come to expect from the Metroid series. We've already established that I have a lot of praise for Samus Returns, so in my opinion it's great to see Dread expanding on the elements that game introduced, bringing back the Ion abilities and adding new ones on top, as well as seemingly refining the counter-attack mechanic. Dread is also introducing a slide tackle move, which looks like it will make crawling under small gaps more faster paced and efficient when put next to the morph ball that is a series staple, which now looks slower to use in comparison. I also think it's safe to say that Dread will deliver on the atmosphere that the Metroid series is established to excel in, as the chase sequences brought on by the creepy looking Emmy robots should provide some nail-bitingly tense moments. Last, but certainly not least, the main reason why I think Metroid Dread is a big deal is because I think it is a good sign for the state of the Metroid series going forward. The Switch in general has managed to accomplish new sales records for many of Nintendo's classic franchises, with the likes of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Animal Crossing New Horizons becoming the best-selling entries of their respective series in such a short time. And I think it's safe to say that Metroid Dread will surpass the original Metroid Prime as the best-selling Metroid title of all time, with Metroid Prime 4 likely to do even better on top of that. Maybe I'm being blindly optimistic, but the idea of this happening excites me, as we will no longer have to be concerned about the future of Metroid going forward if the best case scenario plays out. This could end up being the Metroid series equivalent of Fire Emblem Awakening, taking the series to new heights and establishing itself as one of Nintendo's heavy hitters once again, just like old times. If that's not enough to convince you of the possibilities, then maybe Yoshio Sakamoto already having an idea of where to take Metroid next beyond Dread will. After all, the unlockable images from Samus Returns already seem to be teasing his vision for a potential future. Here's hoping that Metroid will become just as active as the likes of Mario and Zelda, like it previously was many years ago. Anyway, that just about does it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about Metroid Dread. Are you excited for it? Or would you rather wait for Prime 4? Feel free to let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Also, if you enjoyed your time here, why not subscribe to my channel for more of the best content you can find on the world of Nintendo. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, see you later.